Hello, another video for today. So we're doing a final check for Mod 5. Can you write equations? So I'm going to go through two sample problems, and then I'm going to give you two problems to do on your own, okay? So the first two problems, I'm going to go through and explain them step by step, and then you will do a check on that and submit it as homework. All right, it says write an equation of a line in slope-intercept form that has a slope of -2 and goes through the point of 5, -2. So we're going to write an equation, y equals blank x plus blank. So we need to remember that slope goes in the first blank, and they tell us this has a slope of -2. So without doing any work, we can go fill in that first blank with a -2. Then they give us an ordered pair. So this is x, y. So in place of y, we can substitute a -2. Now in place of x, what is the other number in that ordered pair? It is a 5. And then we're going to solve for b. So to remember to write your plus b at the end. Okay, second step after we substitute in is we're going to multiply. So -2 times 5 is a -10. And then we add b. So now your choices are we going to add 2, subtract 2, add 10, or subtract 10? Oh, those look like 60s, but they're really 10s. So remember, we always do the opposite operation, and because this says a -10, we are going to add 10. Add 10 to both sides. So -2 plus 10 is 8. Now remember, the last step is to finish your equation, so make sure you go back and put an 8 in there. Okay, so one of your review checks problems that you have to do is going to be very similar to this. So if you can follow along and do this, if you want, stop your video and then go ahead and do that check. It should be in your folder. All right, the second kind of problem is writing an equation, but you're writing it from a table instead of just me giving you the information. So we're still doing the same thing. Y equals blank x plus blank. Okay, so in here, we need to find the slope. And so we find the slope is change in y over change in x. So we need to grab two y values. So y values are here on the bottom. So we need two of them. So I'm going to write 3 minus 2. Then we put our x values on the top. So make sure you do them in the same order. And I went left to right. So I need to write 5 minus 8. Okay, now let's go ahead and do the math. 3 minus 2 is 1. 5 minus 8 is a -3. So our slope is -1/3. Now remember, mathematicians don't like that negative on the bottom, so I'm going to put it in the top when I rewrite it. So I'm going to write -1/3. All right, now I need to find the y-intercept. So I have all kinds of points here. Now remember, I need an ordered pair, 1x and 1y. So in here, this ordered pair is 5, 3. This is my x, this is my y. So in place of y, I'm going to put 3. And in place of x, I'm going to put 5. So I have -1/3 times 5. All right, we don't have some nice numbers here, but that's okay. So we're going to multiply this out. So -1 times 5 is -5 over 3 plus b. Now you guys can just go ahead and use your calculator. That's fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to add 5/3, add 5/3. So 3 plus 5/3 is going to be 4 and 2/3. Okay, 5/3 is 1 because 3 goes in here once and I have 2 left over. So that's like writing 1 and 2/3. So 4 plus 1, oh my goodness, 3 plus 1 is 4, and then we have our 2/3. So our y-intercept is 4 and 2/3. All right, so now you are going to have two problems that look identical to these. So your first one here is this problem. So if you want to just do this right now on a sheet of paper, you certainly can. Freeze it, you can stop it, and then go ahead and do this. And then your second problem is this one. So if you need to, you can go back, look at the video, review things, but you are writing equations for both of them. These are also in your Schoology folder, so you can go ahead and look in that. All right, good luck on this final check.